Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jessi, also known as Miss Cherry. And if you're a returning subscriber, hello and welcome back. I'm so happy you're here today. Today, we are gonna be going through all of the things that we purchased on our big first Disney cruise. And if you don't know, we have a full vlog series over here on the channel of us going on our first Disney cruise. We were on the Disney Wish for 4 days back in May, and it was an interesting time. I'm not going to say it was our favorite vacation. By far, it was not. I don't think my husband and I are cruise people. We tried to make the best of our time there, but it was definitely interesting. But I would love for you to check out the vlogs. There was lots of fun that we did have. Castaway Cay was such a highlight of our trip, and I'm so excited that I was able to share it all with you. And I'm interested to know what you think of cruising, because I truly love Disney World, and the crowds in Disney World I don't mind, but for some reason on this cruise it was just a little bit too much. But that did not prevent me from purchasing a lot of items. As you probably know, if you're here on the channel, you know I like to shop and I like to share things with you. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna go over some things that we got at Disney World, some things we got at the Character Warehouse, and also some things that we got on the cruise ship in Castaway Cay. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's get into this haul. So I wanna start with a few things that we got that were some freebies. One of those things was our Disney World pass holder magnet. I was able to pick this up at the Creation Shop at Epcot. If you're an annual pass holder, every season they give you a new magnet, and so luckily I was able to be inside of the parks when they had the new magnet, so I'm very excited to have Stitch added to our collection. And our collection is in our downstairs freezer in our garage because our refrigerator in our kitchen does not have magnetization, so garage decor. Like most fridges now don't have magnetization. Does your fridge have magnetization? If so, you're a lucky person. That's all I got to say about that. Then we got the little flower and garden passport, and I thought that this was so cute. Look at the back. Look at little Spike. He's just so precious. So I have a little container, little box that I keep all of our specialty events and things that we went through, all like the maps and different things. We also got a little Disney Cruise Line green tag for our luggage. Now this was for when we were to disembark the ship, we were to place this on our luggage. We had a couple of extra ones. I just kept them to hang on to because I thought they were really neat. And inside of the estate room, they had 2 free postcards, and I thought that they were really adorable. So we have Mickey and Minnie on the cruise ship, and then also the cruise ship. And they are real postcards. You can actually send them, but I thought that they were like lovely keepsakes. Oh, also, I'm sure you saw this, but there's a hidden Mickey in the clouds, and I thought that was so precious. And so, yeah, I wanted to keep those for my little keep safe box. So those are some freebies. We also got a couple of these little guys from the pass holder lounge. So my husband and I both are annual pass holders, and they were giving out these pass holder pins to go with the entrance into the lounge. And the lounge was in Morocco. So it was the old restaurant Marrakesh, which is one of our favorite restaurants. So it was so fun to be able to revisit it, although it wasn't up and running. It was still nice to be in the atmosphere of it, because that was, in my opinion, one of my top restaurants in Epcot. I'd love to know what you thought of Restaurant Marrakesh, if you were able to go there when it was open, because I really enjoyed it a lot. Okay, another freebie that we got on the ship that I do want to show you is our bandanas for Pirate Night. So there's a Pirate Night, I believe, during almost every single cruise. Correct me if I'm wrong, but during Pirate Night, you dress up as pirates, and there's a pirate themed show and a pirate party, and then there's also fireworks on the deck. And so here is the bandana that both my husband and I received as a gift in our estate room during the night of Pirate Night. Isn't that so cute? And so I thought it was really fun because they have both Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse. Let's do a little close-up of Minnie. So there's Minnie with her eyelashes, and then there is Mickey with his eye patch. So cute. So anyway, we got 2 of these. I think that they actually need washed. And so I am going to do that. And then I was thinking about possibly making some ears out of one of these and then keeping the bandana for another possible cruise in the future. I don't know. Maybe we'll try again. Who knows? The next thing that I got for free was on Castaway. So if you don't know what Castaway Cay is Disney's private island in the Bahamas. And they have a little 5K. And so if you do this 5K, which is basically from the front of the island to Serenity Bay. Serenity Bay is where the adults only area is. And back, you can get this Castaway Cay 5K. And so since we were able to do that, we actually biked it, but don't worry, I have done a 5K since then, so I feel like I have earned this now, although maybe I didn't earn it exactly while I was on the island. But anyway, I'm a Run Disney girly, so I was super excited to be able to get this. So here it is. It is a rubbery metal. It says Disney Castaway Cay 5K. And then here it is. It says, I run on my vacay. Castaway Cay 5K. That's so cute. And then it's got the Run Disney emblem on it as well. So I'm very excited to add this. I have a beautiful display of medals in my Disney space in here. So I'm excited to add this to that space. Next, another kind of freebie. This one was a cup that we actually got from the Flower and Garden Festival. And this was at the Mexican food booth. And my husband got a drink in this, like an alcoholic beverage. And he really loves succulent plants. And so he wanted to use this as something that he could put a couple of little cactuses or succulents inside of, because we actually have a little garden area in our house where he keeps all of his succulents and cactuses. And so this is gonna be a nice little pot for him. So now I can give that to him to put a cactus or a succulent inside of. Then we got so many souvenir cups. It was honestly a little bit ridiculous, I'm not gonna lie. But there were just so many drink specials and it just seemed to make sense for us. I do not recall how much these cost, but this one was one that you could get like on deck 11 where all of the like welcome party is, those sorts of things. And then it was like a discounted drink like refill price. So it's got the emblem for Disney Cruise Line, and sorry, it's like a little spotted. It definitely needs washed. And then my husband on Castaway Cay ended up getting this. If you know him, you know he loves bamboo. And then I ended up getting a little coconut. So we had these for our specialty beverages on the island, and there was a little bit of a discount, but I'm sorry, I don't recall how much this was. Both of them do have the Disney Cruise Line logo on them, which I thought was a really nice little souvenir. I do not know what I'm going to do with these. Isn't it so funny? Like when you're on vacation, you're like, oh, these are so cute. And then you get home and you're like, well, you know what? We'll figure it out. I really like the bamboo one. We'll probably keep the bamboo one, but the other two, I'm not really sure what to do with. If you have any ideas for them, please let me know, because they're just oddly shaped. They are oddly shaped. Okay, now this I purchased because we fell in love with French Quarter. So French Quarter is Port Orleans, a French Quarter resort in Disney World. That's where my husband and I stayed for 4 days before we went on our cruise. And it might be our new home resort. I love how quaint it is. I love how it's quiet. I love how there's a lot more, I would say it's more catered to adults. It has an awesome jazz club. It has delicious food. There's not much of a wait in the cafeteria. I just can't say enough good things about Port Orleans French Quarter. I'd love to know what you think of it. If you have ever been there, I'm very curious if you had a similar experience, because I kind of fell in love. I have always loved Port Orleans Riverside. except it's just so giant. And so I just, this has more of like a homey style feeling. And it's funny because when my husband and I already have a reservation to go back to Port Orleans French Quarter, when we go to the Festival of the Arts in the springtime of this upcoming year. So we're going to be in that resort. Anyway, I've gone on way too long about that. Anyway, I got this. This is the new Tiana Turvis, and this was $27.99, and it says Port Orleans Resort French Quarter. Now, this is a newer style of cup. I guess that they had previously had maybe a different image of Tiana. Anyway, they had like a lot of new merchandise with this version of Tiana. I think she looks so beautiful. Turvises are fabulous. The main thing that I love about them is they are dishwasher safe. Pop that thing in the dishwasher. Don't have to worry about it. I have several of these from Disney World, specifically from Festival of the Arts. I have 2 from Festival of the Arts. They hold up so well. I cannot give them a better review. They are great. The only thing that I can think of that's a little bit of a bummer is they don't keep ice as long as like a Yeti or something along those lines, but these are fabulous cups. So I would highly suggest a Turvis tumbler if you're ever in need of some sort of insulated cup. And it does do hot and cold. Next, while we were in Disney World, I did dress up as Russell, and it was one of my main goals to get Russell as a new emo. And so a new emo, if you don't know, they are posable plushes. They're kind of like Disney's version of Build-A-Bear right now is how I feel about them. You can get tons of different outfits and tons of different new emos. They're posable. You can sit them down, you can stand them up, you can move their arms in different ways, you name it. But this guy was $24.99. I did wear him while I was in Disney World, so he doesn't have the tags on, but here he is. He is so cute. And how you wear them, just in case you want to know, you can just grab a hair tie and link it behind his arms, and it can go right on any of your bags that you are carrying with you. And it is a very, very convenient, and he stays on very securely with just a hair tie. So here he is. He's so cute. And I had such a good interaction with him. I did a reel over on Instagram showing our meeting, but it was just so much fun. So much fun. While we were at the Flower and Garden Festival, I did do Spike the Bee's Pollination Exploration, which is a scavenger hunt around the World Showcase at Epcot where you look for Spike the Bee. And I did that because I fell in love with these guys. This is a tiny cornhole, and I wanted this for my desk so badly, and I'm so excited that I finally did this haul to be able to go ahead and put these on my desk. I believe the Spike the Bee Pollination Exploration was $9.99 this year, so I ended up doing it twice. I got 2 maps, and so here they are. It is a tiny little cornhole, and on the back you'll see those are the little bean bags and then the little kickstands to place them kind of upright, and then you can play cornhole at your desk. And if you don't know what cornhole is, it's just a beanbag game where you try to make it into the hole. That's all it is. It's definitely a popular lawn game here in the United States. I'm not sure if it's popular in other countries, but it's popular here. And so I just thought that he looked so peaceful, like sleeping in that little flower. I wish that this was like t-shirt merchandise specifically. I would have thought that. Speaking of Flower and Garden Festival, I ended up getting this beautiful pin with Sorcerer Mickey and one of the brooms, and they are mops, excuse me. And it looks like the spaceship Earth is a topiary in the background. This pin was $17.99. And it is a limited release. So a limited release means that they're not marked as far as the numbers of pins that they will have. If it's limited edition, it will then be numbered, just so you're aware. So just a limited release of that pin. And then I also, because I fell in love with French Quarter, I ended up getting an emblem of Tiana as a pin that I got on the cup itself. Now this one is a silver price tag. I don't know exactly what that means. My guess is probably around $10 would be a good guesstimate because it is an open edition pin. Nothing special about it other than I really liked it. The next thing that we got when I was at the Flower and Garden Festival, now this isn't Flower and Garden specific, but we were at Epcot. I ended up getting these chopsticks because we've been using chopsticks a lot in our household. We've been a chopstick family for a long time. But I just really wanted new chopsticks, and I saw that they had the Sanrio Cinema Roll chopsticks at the Japan Pavilion. These were $7.95, and I just think they are so cute. Look how adorable Cinema Roll is. I really started like gravitating towards Cinema Roll. I'm not sure why, but I just think he's a very adorable character. Are you on a Sanrio kick? I feel like the whole world is on a big Sanrio kick. You'll have to let me know down below if you're a Sanrio person. Because anyway, I've recently just really become into Cinema Roll. So now I've got little chopsticks. Moving on to something I really didn't need, but I purchased anyway, which is basically all of this. I got the Toy Story popcorn bucket. So I actually purchased this on the ship itself. I am in love with this item. So here's the front of it. You can see we've got a little alien that is holding a Pizza Planet box. And then the truck is so beat down. Look at it. It's even got like rust, and it's got like three-dimensional elements on it. There are the little aliens in the back. These are just so cute. And then it says yo, where Toyota would have been. And then on this side, kind of the same thing, Pizza Planet emblem. It does open up here at the top, and that's where you can place your popcorn inside of. I was very specific. I'm like, please don't put popcorn into there because I wanted to bring it home kind of clean. And then here is the lanyard that it comes with. Pizza Planet, it's got some little robots, it's got the Pizza Planet truck, and it says delivery shuttle, serving your local star cluster. That is just so adorable. I don't know why. I just had to have this, and I think it was just because the detail of it is so great and so beautiful. I believe that this was $24? Don't quote me on that. And then also, just so you're aware, I just took this out. I'm gonna turn the light down so you can see. The headlights do light up as well as the Pizza Planet rocket. And so you know, the battery pack is down here, and then there's an on and off button. Ah, isn't that so cool? I think this is one of the most intricate buckets that they've made as of recently. And I think it's really cool. So they did such a good job. I'm a big fan of this popcorn bucket. I don't exactly have a Toy Story collection outside of Lotso. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, guys. You know what? We're gonna enjoy it and let it bring us joy. That's what we're gonna do. Next, I got super lucky at the Character Warehouse. There were a couple of like very pointed things that I was very impressed with that they had because they applied not only to my Disney cruise, but also my recent visit to Hilton Head Resort in South Carolina. So if you're interested in seeing that video, Jackie, my best friend, and I went to Hilton Head Disney Resort in South Carolina. I will link above and down below for you. But they didn't have much merchandise at the time at Hilton Head because they were in between, they said they were in between lines, and I think that they were doing maybe some different branding. But there just wasn't a lot there, and it was really sad. And so I was so excited that the Character Warehouse actually had one of the Hilton Head Christmas ornaments. So here it is. It says "Goin' Fishin'," and it says Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort, South Carolina. And I was just so excited. This is like a three-dimensional element. It's like, I would call it pin on pin, but it's not a pin clearly, right? And then the back has this beautiful pattern. And just so you know, this dog is not Pluto. There is a dog that's specific to this resort. I can't exactly remember the name, but if you know, would you please let me know down in the comments down below? Because I believe that this dog may have lived at this resort. I don't exactly know the entire lore of it, but I found it to be very interesting. And I believe someone sent it to me in a DM, and now I can't find it. But anyway, I would love to know more about this really adorable dog. And then I don't know if I showed you, but at the top, it's got this really pretty like Ferris wheel that is in this, it's like a metal charm at the top. But what a cool Christmas ornament. I was so excited to actually have something that I could remember that trip by. And so this was really cool. I think this was $7 because I think all of their little Christmas ornaments were $7. And speaking of, here's another Christmas ornament that was $7 that I absolutely fell in love with. Look how cool this is. This is a Mickey hat, Castaway Cay ornament that was at the Character Warehouse. I'm sorry, the Character Warehouse, just so you know, is an outlet store that is located at there's two of them at two different strip malls in the Kissimmee area, like around where Disney World is. And so I'm sorry I didn't explain that earlier. But anyway, that's why these are on sale. They're outlet prices because honestly, in the Disney parks, you're not really going to find much of a discount, but these guys were discounted in an amazing way. So it looks like a sandcastle, which I think is just so cool. It's got Mickey and Minnie. They're kind of staring at each other, and Minnie's underneath an umbrella. It's just so cute. I just am obsessed with it. It says Castaway Cay, Bahamas. We were able to visit there, and they did not have this on Castaway Cay, by the way. So this was such a good find. And then here's the back. Okay, wait, I gotta do a close up. I don't know if that's gonna zoom. Okay, I'm obsessed with this. So Chip and Dale are literally inside of a half of a coconut, like making it look like it's a hot tub. And there's like little flippy floppies beside them. I'm obsessed. And then the Disney Cruise Line emblem on the back. How cool is this? Originally $26.99. I got it for $7. Obsessed. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Now, another thing that I got at Character Warehouse was this. And I did not expect this to be there. I was so excited. I waited in line for like 30 some minutes or maybe 40 minutes to get into the Character Warehouse, which was wild. I've never waited that long in my life, but I had seen this through the window and I was like, oh, they have it. So this is the Spirit jersey that is for the Disney Wish, which was the specific ship that I went on. $24, you guys, which in case you don't know, Spirit jerseys are now $79.99 for a basic Spirit jersey. So here it is. It's like a really nice burgundy color. It has the Disney Cruise Line emblem. And then on the back, it says Disney Wish. It's plain. There's like nothing to it. It's a very, very plain. Now I will say on the ship, they had something similar, but it had more sparkle to it. It wasn't too much difference. Like it wasn't a difference where I was like, I want to spend $50 more. You know that feeling? I'm happy with what I have here. And so a little bit more sparkle would have made it a little bit cooler, but I don't think I would have wanted to pay an extra $50. So I'm very happy with this Character Warehouse purchase that I got. Ooh, an accessory I got when I was at Port Orleans are these. How cute are these? So my last name is Cherry. These are the new Bobble Bar Cherry earrings. These were $38 in the parks. And by the way, with my annual pass holder discount, I do get 20% off. However, not on a cruise ship. Just want to throw that out there. I did not get a discount on the cruise ship. Another thing I got while I was at Port Orleans French Quarter was this. Now, this reminds me of my childhood. My mom had a shirt very similar to this in the 90s, and it just made me so nostalgic. So here it is. So this is one of the vintage shirts that they have made. It says Walt Disney World on it. So Walt Disney and then World, there we go. And then it's got Minnie Mouse, but look at the back. It's her backside. Is that like the cutest thing ever? This is like kind of cropped, oversized. I really, really fell in love with this. This was $64.99. Oh my gosh, you guys look. One says $64.99 and one says $54.99. I guarantee you I paid the $64.99 for that with the 20% discount. Disney tricking me. How very dare they? While we were at Castaway Cay, I ended up purchasing a reusable bag because what's really cool about Castaway Cay, you can send your purchases back to the ship. So that's what this is for. I'm gonna show you a couple things I got from Castaway, and then I'm gonna show you a couple things that I got on the ship as well. So this I got on Castaway. This is the Castaway, they call it Mount Rustmore, and I got a picture with it because it's just so iconic, and I just thought this was so cute. So here it is. I'm not the biggest fan of orange, but I really, really liked this. So I ended up getting this at Castaway Cay. This t-shirt was, I don't know, probably $26.99, if not $29.99, somewhere in that ballpark. I have to say, it was much easier to shop at Castaway Cay than it was to shop on the ship. The Disney specific shops on the ship are so incredibly busy. I just couldn't get in there when it wasn't crazy. So a lot of what I bought on the cruise was actually from Castaway. Speaking of, I fell in love with this shirt. This shirt is an oversized, very, very thick, light green tie-dyed Castaway Cay t-shirt, and it is so comfortable. I cannot describe. Like, I fell in love with how comfy this shirt was. I basically wore it for like 2 weeks straight after I got home. And that shirt was $34.99. I kind of fell in love a little bit with the idea of Minnie Mouse being the captain of the Disney Wish. It's about damn time is all I have to say about that. And so when I found out they had a Captain Minnie Disney Cruise Line shirt, I had to get it. So here it is. It's Minnie Mouse, and I love the coloration, like the light pink and the blue and the purpley colors. I thought it was a very, very beautiful. This one was $29.99, and I did get it on the cruise ship itself, in the gift shop on the cruise ship, but I thought it was very cute. At Castaway Cay, I got 2 magnets, and I have a little magnet board at work, but I thought little Sailor Goofy was just so precious. So here he is. I believe this was $8.99 or $9.99, but it is color red on their little board of how much things cost. So here's Goofy. And then I also really liked this magnet, which is all of the Fab Five on the cruise ship, kind of like just having a ball. And this is color mint. I don't recall how much this one costs, but look how adorable all of their faces are. They look like they're having the best time ever, which I love for them. Now this next item is pretty unique. So this was one that I actually chose to have placed inside of my room. So there's certain things that you can do on Disney cruises where you can purchase like celebrations where they'll decorate your room with like birthday stuff, or you can get like an anniversary package, or you can get alcohol brought to your room, those sorts of things. And then when you get to your room, it's actually there. Well, this was one of those things. And I know that this was a little bit hard to get. A lot of people are very worried that they were going to sell out of these, and they did. How crazy is this? Okay, so welcome to my Bluetooth speaker. So this is my brand new Bluetooth speaker. What is so amazing about this is waterproof, and you can actually float this in a hot tub, a pool, you name it. Insane. Also, what is so fun about this is it lights up and changes rainbow colors all throughout the entire like little estate rooms. How fun is that? And so this is like a little replica. So here are the little spouts. You've got your buttons for controls at the top. It says Disney Cruise Line on it, and then it's got this Mickey Mouse stand. Isn't that so fun? So this was $149, I believe. But I just think it's so cool. Also, here in the back is where you charge it. And this is definitely one of those like specialty items. I'm probably going to put it in my craft room, or it's gonna go permanently somewhere where I will use it, but it also has a little hidden Mickey and Disney Cruise Line on the back. Is this like such a unique and fun item? I was thinking like, I don't really need a Bluetooth speaker, but like, how unique is this item to Disney Cruise Line? And since it was our first time, I wanted to give myself a little treat. So that is what I treated myself to. So here she is. My insanely large, waterproof, rainbow Bluetooth speaker. And then on the cruise ship, I did get this keychain, which is the same as the magnet that I got, but I just thought he was so precious. And I did end up clipping him to my bag while I was on the ship. I believe he was $9.99. And then I got several open edition pins because we'd never been on a Disney cruise, and I just really wanted a couple of Disney cruise specific pins. And so here we have the Castaway Cay pin that has Castaway Cay like little sign, and then the cruise ship in the background. It looks like Mickey and Pluto are like taking a picture like they were tourists on Castaway Cay, which I thought was really cute. This is color yellow for the price point. And then, like I said before, Captain Minnie kind of stole my heart. So here she is, another yellow price point. But I thought that this was really beautiful with the vines around the outside of Minnie Mouse's image. And then also she's like saluting. It just looked so adorable to me. I really like this pin a lot. And another Minnie Mouse at the helm of the ship. This is a silver price point. And all of these guys are open edition, so there's no limited or anything. And then I couldn't not get this. If you know me, you know I love Goofy so much. And so here is Goofy just being an absolute mess, either trying to get on or off the ship. I'm not 100% sure, but his flip-flop flew off. He's about to drop all of his luggage, and he just looks like he is having the best time. This is also a silver price point. And then I'm saving the last as the like piece de resistance. I was so excited to be able to get this. If you are in the market for anything that is special to the ship or anything that is limited edition or what have you, get to the gift shop the second it opens. I was there right when it opened, and I was the last one to get this pin. And it was $12.99. And I'm obsessed with this pin, and I am so very thankful that I got it. This is an open edition, and for some reason, it's like they only have a limited number on this ship. And then when they run out, they run out. So this is the Disney Wish emblem that is on the front of the ship. So on the front of the ship, you'll see Rapunzel and Pascal. It looks like Rapunzel is hanging from her hair, and she is painting the Disney Wish on to the side of the boat. And there's little Pascal here at the top. And I just really wanted this pin. This was like my number one item that I wanted. I'm so thankful that I was able to get to the gift shop at the exact time. I don't want to say the exact time that they sold out, but I'm just very thankful that I was able to get one is what I'm trying to say. So thank goodness I was able to get this pin. This is the number one thing I wanted to add to my collection from the Disney cruise. And guys, that is gonna do it. If you made it to the end, you are incredible. Be sure to put a little cruise ship emoji down below. Thank you so much for being here. You'll have to let me know what your favorite item was. I have two. It's definitely that Disney Wish pin, and then also that tie-dye Castaway Cay t-shirt that is just chef's kiss comfortable, like insanely comfortable. Those are the two things. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Be sure to subscribe down below for lots more Disney theme park and fun content coming your way. And I will see you guys in the next video. TTFN. Bye.